Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us for this 13 Now news update this afternoon. I'm Stella Porter. Today is an alert day. We've been telling you all morning that we are tracking some snowstorms headed across the capital region. This affected people's morning commute this morning, and it's still affecting some areas of the capital region right now. So Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano has been tracking this for us this afternoon, and want to bring in Paul now. So this has moved out of some parts of the area, Paul, but we're still seeing it affecting some other parts.
Yeah, the northern and western parts of our area are really winding down now after picking up anywhere from 6 to 10 inches of snow in most places, a little bit, a few spots, a little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But really, the system itself is sliding on out. Here's what we have snowfall wise, Stella. These are just a select amount of reports. We've received dozens. Amsterdam, 10 inches even. Fort Edward, 8.5. You see Clifton Park over 8. Williamstown did really well just in the last few hours, 6.8. And about 6.5 as of a couple of hours ago in Latham. And I would imagine we have another inch or so on top of that. The airport is about 7.8. That's the official number heading into the afternoon. But you can still see some flurries and snow showers around, particularly in the Berkshires at Pittsfield, where the temperature is right around 30 degrees. Notice the first warning live Doppler, the precipitation in form of snow starting to break of the clearer area right up and down the thruway, the Northway, points north and west, but still some steady light snow going on in the Taconics and in the Berkshires. Temperatures hovering around freezing. You can see now up to 34 in Albany. So it's going to get a little sloppy and a little slushy as some of that snow on the ground melts off. And when temperatures go back down this evening, that'll refreeze. So there's going to be some slippery travel. So the storm is on its way out. We're in the tail end of it now. We're going to lift the alert day for the rest of the afternoon and into the evening as conditions will tend to improve in terms of how much snow falls. Back out to the west, that little swirl over Albuquerque, that's our next storm set to arrive here on Wednesday and Wednesday night. So for the rest of today, some flurries and snow showers, some raindrops as well. Look at the temperature, though, back to 32 by 6 o'clock. So anything after that, probably going to ice up a bit. So let's be prepared with some ice melt. The underfoot could be a bit slippery as we get deeper into the day today. As the storm moves out, the cooler air moves in. Not only the temperature is dropping into the 20s, but the wind's going to pick up, adding to the chill. And with all that wet snow on the tree limbs, we have already seen some power outages, and there might be a couple more later today. In fact, let me check right here. I have it up on my other screen. Rensselaer County had been leading the way. Now 1,613 customers without power in Rensselaer County. So we're going to keep our eyes on the power situation with the wind picking up, but no more snow accumulating to the extent that we've already seen. Dry tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, look what happens. That next round comes in the form of snow. The big question is, as this secondary storm forms, you'll see it here along the coast. One goes away, the next one forms. If that happens more quickly and the second one gets stronger, we'll lock in the colder temperatures, and that means more snow for us. The jury's still out, though. If the primary storm retains control, then it looks like more of a rain, snow, sloppy mix again Wednesday and Wednesday night. 34 this afternoon with the snow winding down, back to the 20s tonight, so some icy spots. Dry on Tuesday. Wednesday, that next storm comes in. The brunt of it on Wednesday night. Right now, we'll go with a mix with the chance that we get more snow and higher accumulations. Then Friday into the weekend look okay with temperatures back into the high 20s and lower 30s. Stella.
And Paul, you mentioned the power outages in Rensselaer County leading the way there with the 1,600. You said that's even more.
13. Now, an hour ago,
Yeah.
we had over 3,000 in Berkshire County, but that's come down considerably to under 1,000. So hopefully that trend continues for Berkshire County. But with that heavy, wet snow, we did have quite a few there.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that through the 4 through 6 p.m. shows as well. Thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Okay, and while that alert day may be winding down, we do have crews fanned out across the capital region, keeping an eye on how this is going to affect your evening commute. We caught up with some kids earlier who were throwing snowballs, sledding. You can see earlier this morning that snow was thick, wet, good sledding day for kids across the capital region, many of whom had a snow day today. That was Troy. You saw there many of the streets there getting plowed out. Just a heavy, wet snow situation for many people across the capital region who are going to need to dig out before that all freezes over heading into the next few days. And to some news now, we are closely following a court appearance from UAlbany men's basketball coach Dwayne Killings. He was arraigned virtually in Kentucky this morning. Now, according to a report from the Times-Union, he pleaded not guilty to an assault charge. A former player claims Killings threw him against a locker and hit him before a game at Eastern Kentucky University. That alleged event taking place in November of 2021. We are working on getting some new video and new information coming out of that court appearance today. And we'll have the latest for you starting live at 4. So join us at 4 o'clock for the very latest on the weather situation as that alert day winds down and the very latest news headlines. I'm Stella Porter. Thanks so much for joining us for this 13 Now afternoon news update.